And welcome back. Today I am here with OneOdio, and you guys know these guys always have some pretty amazing stuff. I've been checking these guys out for several years, but what I want to show you guys is their new brand spanking new flagship. This is the Studio Max 1. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this. I've been waiting for something like this for a while. I think the latency is something crazy, like 0.01 or 2 seconds, like literally like a thousandth of a second. So we're gonna test that feature to see if it's true. If you guys are brand new to the channel, consider subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Always try to get you guys here the latest and greatest stuff. Check the description below if you guys want to purchase, because I will leave a link for this, and that way you guys can get set up with something nice. Now, yeah, what are the features that you get? According to this, it says professional tuned drivers, ergonomic design and comfort, 120-hour ultra long battery life, which is great. Mode transitions, it has that 2.0 ultra low latency, 120 hours, M1 60 hours, compatible with PC, iPhone, iPad, Android smartphones, audio mixers, monitors, iPad. They do have this labeled as a wireless DJ headphones. But honestly, you don't have to be a DJ to have something pretty cool like this. So, yeah, charging time is going to be less than 2.5 hours. Usage time about 120 hours. Standby mode about 500 hours. Mic sensitivity is going to be negative 42 dB. Plus 3 dB, which is pretty good. The wireless range is about 10 meters. The driver that you have is the 50mm. Yeah, what else can I say about this thing? This thing is going to be pretty cool. It says it's a USB-C. I love when companies are doing USB-C. You just have to get with the times. All right, so here is your device. You do have a, let me see what this is. I'm not even too sure what this is, but we'll find that out in a second. So this does have USB-C. You do have an aux port, and there is a button here to press. So we'll mess with this in a minute. And then we'll mess with the headphones also in a second. But make sure you take this off, the packaging, because you do have a couple extra things here on the bottom. So this is just going to be some reading material. And as you guys know, I don't like to read. So we're just going to go ahead and pull some of the other stuff out. Cool. They actually do provide some aux cables here. So that's actually pretty good for some of us who like to hardwire. If you're a DJ, or like me, I'm a content creator and I like to edit my videos on my laptop. And you guys know I travel a lot. So here you go. You do have some audio aux cables, and you have some different ones. So you have the big one to the little one. That's how I like to call them. If you want to label them as 3mm or whatever, there it is right there. So yeah, you got a longer cable, and then you got a short cable. So just depending on your use, that's how it's going to be. You also have USB-C, which again I personally like a lot. And then here, I'm kind of curious what this is. Oh, cool. You actually get a bag to put your headphones in. Personally, I like to have a bag because I just throw everything in my backpack. And my headphones get ruined pretty quick because I throw them underneath the seat and they get demolished. Okay, and let's look at the headset here. Finally unpacked it. You guys know my favorite color is red. My last name, Rohas. So these aren't the Rohas headphones, but I'm going to call them the Rohas headphones. Pretty cool. I actually like them a lot. Yeah, the quality on this thing, and I don't know if I mentioned, but this is their flagship stuff, so you're going to get something extremely nice. Just in case you don't know where to put it, the L means left ear and the R means right ear. They also have it here on the top, a letter right there. So pretty self-explanatory. pretty nice. I have to say, like, you guys could just see how I'm rotating these things. You get a full rotation. It's pretty nice. It's actually extremely nice. So cool. Let's go ahead and try these on. The left ear, you do get a USB-C, and then you do have where you could put in that cable. Now with me, I do use, well, I do normally use the short one, but when I'm flying, then I'll use the longer one. But this is where you could put it here, and then you could definitely plug this into whatever it is you have. If you have a mixing board for your DJs, computer. I do carry adapter, so that way I could plug in my USB-C and then use an audio port, because most cell phones don't have audio ports. But that's how I would connect it, just to have it there. And it does have Bluetooth, so you don't have to use it because the latency is extremely well. So, okay, right ear, you do have the power button in the middle, the plus, the minus, and there is a B button there, so we'll check out the B mode, whatever that is. But oh man, just trying these out, they feel nice. They feel extremely comfortable. The other thing too is, as soon as you put them on, I feel like I'm almost talking too loud. It kind of takes away the noise. Okay, so I could hear like the air condition that's going on, and when I put them on, the noise is almost not completely gone, but pretty close. It's almost like I don't hear it. This is actually it's very nice for me if I'm in a plane, because you hear that turbulence, the sound, the wind, the air, so it's gonna knock a lot of that sound out. For you DJs, you know, when you're there, you're listening, you're throwing the sound out to everybody. This will give you a very good sense of, just listening to the music. Now, as always, like I said, I hate reading, but because I don't know what this is, I have to look at what it is. So this is going to be, it says function M1. So the way this works is you connect this to an amp, and you will use some of these cables. One cable will go in here, just like this, and then the other side will go to an amp, and then it does have the USB-C, and then the other side, the USB, will go to a computer. So all the instructions and everything that you need to know, it's going to be right there. So again, very easy. Make sure you turn it on, so that way it's functioning here. So as soon as you hold that power button for maybe a few seconds, you're going to see this flash. It's going to go all the way on. You could hold that button again for a few seconds, and then it's going to shut off just like that. So very easy to use. Again, the instructions will tell you how to pair it, how to connect it, and it's very, very self-explanatory. So, okay. So when you do turn it on, that B button, it's going to be the Bluetooth mode. I just turned it on and it just wasn't doing anything, so you got to switch it over to Bluetooth mode. And you do have to hold it until it actually says Bluetooth mode. It will pop up here, so I'm going to go ahead and hit pairing, and I'm going to hit pair now. Now it says pairing connected. Okay, so first thing is, we already know when it comes to music, music is just music. So I'm going to do a quick short music test just to see how it works. If I tap that power button, it pause and unpause. If I double tap, it doesn't do anything, but if I triple tap, it actually uses my assistant. Cool. If I do hit that plus sign, you'll see the volume go up. And if I hit the minus, it goes down. So I have to say, the sound quality on this thing, oh my gosh, it is amazing. I'm going to crank it up. Right now, I don't even hear myself, but I'm going to crank it up so that way you guys could hear it. So as you can hear, the quality on this thing is nice. Now, when I do pull it away, and let's just say I just have it like this, I could hear it pretty good. So everybody around me is going to be able to hear my music. So if you don't want people to hear it, just turn it down a little bit. But it is extremely powerful. Okay, the next test is that latency. I want to watch one of my travel videos. As you guys know, I do have my Rohas Travels channel. So there it is. And I do want to hear if the words coming out of my mouth are matching with the audio, like real time, or is there a little bit of a lag? So here is my video, and there it is right there. I'm gonna crank it up. I wanna fast forward a little bit just to see where my voice is actually talking. There it is right there. And I have to say, the lips and the sound are matching. Like, I don't see a difference. I don't see a latency really between the two. I'm gonna put the headphones here on the mic so that way you guys could hear it and also see it for yourself.
When it comes to travel is how liberating it can be and how free it can set yourself. A lot of the times people, when they're winning, they say the best is yet to come in hopes that something better is going to come. And by doing that, you're limiting an experience, what is currently good that's happening to you. And as crazy as my...
So yeah, I gotta say, it's pretty nice. I've tested so many Bluetooth headsets out there, and I always I'm very particular when it comes to headsets, and I usually end up always hardwiring things just because I could see it. I could always see it and hear the difference when it is not when it's not close. And if I'm editing videos, typically I can see the audio right below it as I'm editing. And the biggest thing for me is I want it to be as close as possible. And because Bluetooth, you are running a wireless signal between a device and a headset, you want to be sure that it is connecting very well. And I gotta say, this is going to be my new best friend when I'm out traveling, and actually not even traveling, when I'm editing on my laptop. This is going to be my new best friend to use all the time. I do have to say, with the pads, as I did have them on a little bit, they do feel extremely comfortable. I don't know how it is going to be when I wear it for long term, but it does feel like it is going to be at least pretty cool on the ears. I know there's another type of pad that you can put on to make it even cooler for some of you guys who sweat too much. But just using these, they felt extremely comfortable, extremely well, and very, very breathable. So it's extremely practical for a lot of people, especially for, like I said, people DJing. Even if you're just watching a movie or TV show with some wireless headphones, this is going to be it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. Yeah, just everything about this thing just works amazing. Make sure to read the book, even though I don't like to read. I had to look at the book just to see how certain things work. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. With all that being said, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.